The Bloomington, Illinois Police Department is asking for your help finding a missing graduate student. If you could just stop what you're doing, just take a look at your screen. This is 25-year-old Jelani Day. His family reported him missing August 25th, about a month ago. He was always in touch, and then suddenly, silence. With the help of friends, his fraternity brothers, mentors, Jelani's family has been spreading the word about him far and wide. Police say Jelani was last seen on August 24th at a dispensary. These images were captured on security cameras there. Police don't believe Jelani is wearing the same clothes, though, because they were found in his abandoned vehicle. Jelani's Chrysler 300 was discovered in a wooded area in Illinois on August 26th, and so far, details about his disappearance are extremely limited. So we also want to talk about his life. Jelani graduated from Alabama A&M. He pledged Omega Psi Phi fraternity. He's now enrolled at Illinois State University. Big plans for the future and also giving back. His mother, Carmen Bolden Day, is with us tonight. Carmen, I cannot fathom what you're feeling right now, the sleepless nights, so I just want to thank you for being here. It has been weeks now since your son disappeared. Are police providing updates?
The updates are very slim. The last thing that I've heard is that prior to them finding the unidentified body, that Jelani's wallet was found. It was found on some street. I'm not for sure exactly what the street was. There was an individual whom I don't know whom this individual was that claims to have seen an individual drop the wallet. Someone wearing red shirt or red shorts is unsure of what this person was wearing. But they didn't tell the police until, I don't know, several days after this wallet was found. There was his lanyard with his school ID was found close to the river where they found this unidentified body. So we don't have a lot of information.
Right, okay. I know, as you say, the body that was found is unidentified. The police are still asking for help, which is why we're talking tonight. I know they've used canines in the area, they've interviewed friends and family, they've appealed to the public, but it's been so scant. It seems they can't get any information, and some of these details of the cars here, you know, he was there. As you say, the wallet is somewhere else. Are you getting the help you need?
No, I don't feel like I am getting the help that I need. I feel like since this body has been found, and as I said, it's unidentified, I don't truly believe that it is my son. It appears that help has ceased. So I'm imploring, pleading and asking that the police still pay attention, still look for my son as vigilantly as they were prior to finding this unidentified body.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine, you know, I'm a dad, thinking of you as a mom, you want them to pursue this as if it was their own child. And,
I do.
And you want people to think of Jelani as if he is their own son. So could you tell us more about him? The last conversation you had, I read in an article where you were talking and said, and you can tell me if this is wrong, you call him your bill collector because he calls you so much. And it was very unusual that he went out of touch. What was the last conversation you had?
Our very last conversation, he called me. I was at work. He didn't want anything. He was just letting me know that he took care of some stuff that I asked him to do. And he said, "Okay, Mama, I just wanted to hear your voice." And that's what he did. He said that to me all the time. So he told me he was going to class and that we would talk. He'd call me later. He called me later on that night. Didn't want nothing. We was just talking. And he said again, "Okay, Mama, I'll talk to you later. I just wanted to hear your voice." And that was our last conversation on Monday, the 23rd.
Wow, Carmen. And now I know the only thing you want in the world is to hear his voice again. A lot of people have become familiar with Jelani's history, you know, his prospects, his hopes online. If people haven't run into that, he was a graduate student. It's hard to get into graduate school. You got to have big plans and bright horizons for that. He sounds like a really driven young man.
He's very driven. Jelani, Jelani is energetic. He's full of life, and he's goal driven. He knows what he wants, and his goal was to be Dr. Jelani Day. And I'm very proud of Jelani, because Jelani he's in this program that is very demanding. And while in this program, Jelani kept his GPA up. Jelani just did everything that I expected him to do. Jelani is he's just a normal, growing up 25-year-old that was enjoying his life. He loved to have fun with his friends. He loved to travel. And he was in school. He was studying to be a speech pathologist. He wanted to be Dr. Jelani Day.
And give back. I know this has resonated with so many people who've come across your story online. I wonder what it means to know that millions of people have read about Jelani, and tens of thousands of people have shared his story in hopes of finding him. What does that mean to you?
That means a lot to me. The support that we have received from people all around the world, or people that I don't even know, that care enough to want to share, just in case that somebody sees Jelani, or just in case somebody knows something. That really means a lot to me. That overwhelms me at times, because this is, like I said, I just wanted everybody to feel like that this was their child, that this was their son, because I never thought that I would be walking these shoes. This is not something that I woke up on that Wednesday and was like, I was ready for. I wasn't ready for it.
You're doing a valiant job of being brave and being loud, but I know inside, every time the phone rings at this point, it could be, you know, the best news or the worst news. And I know that it is so hard to come out here and talk about this, but I appreciate you sharing more about your son so more people know about the situation. And if anyone is out there, I know they can call Bloomington, Illinois Police Department or get in contact if they think they have valuable information.
They can. I also have I've hired a private investigator from JAB Professional Services. They can contact him. We've provided a phone number for him online, as well as his email address, because if no one feels comfortable with talking to the police, I have that investigator that you can talk to. I just want somebody to speak up, because somebody knows something or they've seen something, and I just want them to say something, because I want Jelani to come back home.
Carmen Bolden, thank you so much for your generosity to be here tonight. I really appreciate it. We're sending you and your family the very, very best.
Well, I thank you for allowing me to be here. I thank you for this opportunity, because I was very frustrated with the fact that Jelani hadn't been getting the coverage. Jelani's been missing for 24 days. And like I said, it seems like the effort to find him has slacked down. And I know about Gabby, the missing girl, and she's been missing for 2 days, and her face is plastered everywhere, and the FBI is involved. And I do not understand why Jelani doesn't get that same coverage. Jelani doesn't get that same attention, because just like Gabby is important, and I can sit in this seat and say I know what her mother is feeling like, because she wants her child back. I want my child back too. And I want them to look for my child like they're looking for her. He is not a nobody. He is somebody, and I want him to come back home. I want them to give my son the same attention. And it makes me mad because this young white girl is getting that attention, and my young black son is not.
I understand. Boy, Carmen, I wish I had the words, and boy, don't we wish we had some answers or a solution, but I think you getting out there, spreading your message, showing Jelani's face to talk about him wanting to be Dr. Day, that really resonates. I wish I could give you a hug in person, but in the meantime, again, we're sending you all the very best. Thank you.